Hi everyone, it's Gull Khan here, your money mindset expert, and we are here with our weekly live. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a money mindset expert, and as a money mindset expert, I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame, and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of limited abundance. So I'm just going to wait for people to pop on. Hi Sophia, my lovely, how are you? We're running a little bit late. I'm not that well actually. You probably hear my voice and my energy. I'm actually not well at all, but you know what it is. It is what it is, and we don't stop, right? So yeah. So I thought we're going to talk about setbacks, and I think today, considering my demeanor, is probably the best time. Mindset expert. Oh, so I can share this. I'm just going to share this in my let's share this to the group. We are okay. Let's share there. And then let's share this also in I don't know, I'm trying to share this one. I can't even share it. Oh my god, this is so funny. I don't know, maybe my brain's not working or something. I don't know. Anyway, things are not working out as I wanted, but okay, I've shared it, I think. So can somebody share it as well? Okay, so we can get some people join us. Anyway, today we are talking about setbacks, and I think considering my demeanor, considering how I feel, I think it's most appropriate topic to talk about. I'll share it later, I suppose, if I can't find it. Anyway, so we are going to talk about why setbacks are happening, especially when you're manifesting money. Now, a lot of clients come to me and they say about that. Actually, you know what? I'll go live on Instagram too. At least we get some people watching us. And we're going to talk about setbacks. 1 second. Let me just do this as well. Hi everyone, whoever's here, say hello to me so I can get to see who you are, and we can say hello and we can talk about what we're doing today. I'm trying to do this quickly. Let's go and let's go live. Awesome. There we are. Let's start once again, shall we? So welcome everyone, it's Gull Khan here, your money mindset expert, and I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame, and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. And today we're talking about setbacks. Hi Sophia, my lovely, how are you? So today, I think one of the major things that people come to me say, you know, Gull, we're trying to manifest money, but every time I go to manifest money, I actually go 2 steps back. Or you're trying to go for a particular goal and you come across unknown and unforeseen hurdles. This is especially true. Now, I'll talk from money context, but this is true in any goal. It doesn't matter what you are, whatever you're focused on, you'll find you'll have setbacks and you know, things which come up, like obstacles coming your way. You're not really sure why that is. Hi, Anwar Madani. I'm sorry if I'm going to say your name incorrectly. I do apologize for that. So, why do these setbacks occur, and why are they actually, why are they beneficial, and how you can use them as springboards to actually move ahead in your life? And this is today's topic. So let me start by saying this. Okay, so what are setbacks? So setbacks is when you're trying to manifest any particular type of money or any particular goal, and you find you're going 2 steps back. So every time you try to make something happen, you end up going backwards. You end up either losing more money when it comes to money context, or if it's a goal you're trying to get another career, whatever. You find in your current career, you think in your work things start going pear-shaped, or if you're trying to build a business, the more effort you put into business, the more obstacles come up. Your business partner leaves, or something like that happens. So this is what I would define as setback. So something you're trying to achieve, and you're trying to go one way, but unfortunately things happen and you end up going in the opposite direction. So what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? So that means basically is that there's a couple of things going on here. First of all, if you are, it's quite possible that as you are trying to, that happens to me, Sophia says, okay. So that happens to a lot of people, Sophia, and this is why I've chosen today's topic. What you'll find is when you are trying to actively manifest something, or you're going for a particular goal, all your fears and phobias and concerns regarding it, manifest, they come to surface. So that's one way to look at it. That's one thing that does happen. So the more you are afraid or worried about something, the more you're concerned about something, the more you will actually actively want to manifest something. You have this fear, like, what if it doesn't happen? Or what if this happens? Or what if that happens? And because of that, because your focus keeps going on all the things that could possibly go wrong, guess what you'll attract to yourself? You'll attract all the negative, negative connotations, all the negative things about it. Now, why is that a benefit? I'll go by in a minute. Hi, Bahid. Nice of you to join us, my lovely. I'm going to speak in a bit and tell you why that is a benefit to you and how that can help you. But let's stick to this point as in terms of why that happens. So you'll have everything that's against, that's like wrong. It can go, as I say, everything that could possibly go wrong did go wrong. Okay, because you're so focused on manifesting the goal, you're so focused on making this happen. Your internal energy, everything that's related to it, all the fears related to it, come to surface, and that's what's manifested. Okay, that's one thing to look at. Secondly, I mean, that's the way the law of attraction gurus normally teach you. The way I see it and the way I perceived it all the time is actually your higher self saying, okay, so you want to manifest X, Y, and Z. You want to do this business. You want to manifest this amount of money. You want to manifest this relationship. Fantastic. But hang on a minute. You have all this energy which is blocking you first. So let's bring it to surface. So what happens is when you are actively manifesting something, all your emotions and fears are brought to surface. And therefore, all your blocks come in 3D and show you physically in your 3D what's going wrong. And that's how things start going wrong in your business or in your relationships and so forth, okay? And that can show you quite literally in your physical world, this is what's wrong with you, that's what's happening, and this is what's happening. And you can either say, oh my God, the world's against me, the universe is against me, and oh my God, then nothing's happening. Or you can do how I did. I'm like, okay, fine. Because initially I used to be like this as well, thinking, okay, well, I want to do X, Y, and Z, or why can't it happen? Why are these things going against me? Then you realize it's actually the universe, the universe's energy showing you, well, you are, and I love you so much, and I'm so happy that you want to manifest this, but let's clear these blocks first. Those blocks show you that somewhere in your energy you have something there that's attracting this, is manifesting this. We've got to the point where I haven't really spoken about the law of attraction, because everyone knows, what it is. The basics is whatever energy you hold within your energy field is what you're going to attract. So when you are focused, laser focused on this one particular goal, all the negative emotions and negative feelings and the limiting beliefs around that particular goal are magnified because of your focus, okay? And that's why all the downside, all the wrong so-called, the wrong things or setbacks keep happening. And you realize, well, you think the universe is against you. Actually, it's not. The universe is showing to you, look, you have this, and this, and limiting beliefs. You have that issue, and you have that issue. Let's clear it. Let's clear it first, and then you can be rid of it once and for all. And then you can actually manifest, something which is better than what you're thinking at the moment. That's how the universe approaches you, and that's how I would advise you to approach, and that's how I've approached everything in my life. So when something goes wrong, instead of me sitting there walling myself, putting like, oh my God, everything's going wrong and things are going to pots and whatever. I've had those moments. I'm human. I am absolutely human. So I've had those moments also. But the more you develop and the more spiritually you grow, you understand that that's actually the universe saying, okay, so there's an energy within me which is attracting this, which means within my psyche build up, I must be holding a limited belief or an idea or a belief system or something which is attracting this manifestation, be it additional bills, be it horrible people, be it horrible relationships, be it horrible bosses, be it horrible colleagues, be it horrible partners. Now, your internal world literally is reflected in the outer world. So if something wrong is happening outside, we have to do introspection within us and see, okay, where within our bodies, where within my energy field am I attracting this? What kind of belief am I holding on to, which is making me attract this kind of situation? What kind of, paradigm have I got myself into, which is attracting this particular situation? And that is tough. That is very tough. That means you have to take responsibility for everything that's happening outside and know that your outside is truly made up of your internal world. So when you get to that point, when you actually accept full responsibility that your outer world is actually a reflection of your inner world, you can do some introspection and work out what is it. Now, the beauty I always say in this is, if you can create your outside world with all the crap stuff that's outside with your internal world, the reverse is also true, right? Okay, it has to be. There's no other way. If you can attract all the crap and all the rubbish that you end up manifesting outside your world, then it's also true that you can manifest the opposite also, which is through by actually changing your internal world. So this is why I say use your setbacks as a springboard to move forward, as a springboard to get to what you want, especially when it comes to money. So if you're trying to manifest Hi, Sidra, my lovely. Hi, nice to meet you. Join us, must we help? So, if you're trying to manifest, say, for, $5,000 or $10,000, a particular amount of money or a particular kind of income, then if that's not happening, and if you're manifesting more expenses, there's some limiting beliefs in here. We've talked about emotional blocks and emotional beliefs about money, in the previous trainings, but especially in the hair. And you think about, okay, so in any particular situation, if you're being triggered and you're actually manifesting expenses, look in and say, okay, what do I believe about money? What am I saying about money? What am I thinking about money? Or if it's a particular business or a goal or a relationship, think, what do I believe? How do I believe the relations work? How do I understand relationships to work? How do I think the world works? Do introspection to work out what are you thinking of behaving and doing with that particular item, be it money, relationship, or the person or a partner, and see how that's being reflected outside in your 3D reality. Okay, and when you pick up, so for example, when it comes to money, if you like the previous couple of episodes we've done on emotional limiting beliefs, emotional blocks on money, go back and see, okay, what emotional blocks do I have still within my energy field which are blocking me, which are showing up in this setback, which are showing up in this manifestation, which is seen as a setback. If you see your setbacks as springboards to actually jump ahead, because setbacks show you quite clearly in the 3D what kind of limiting beliefs you still have. So if you go internally and do introspection and you can identify these beliefs, you can remove them from your energy field once and for all. And once you remove them, as quickly as you've manifested the setback, that's how quickly you can manifest the opposite result. So you can actually manifest money. Recently, a client of mine has told me, just quite recently, that she's been working, she's only into, I think they're into week 5 at the moment in the boot camp, and I made a post about this recently. She got a letter, okay, she got a letter from her husband. Actually got a letter from the debt company that they owed money from, and they're writing that off. Now that's about £1,500, so that's quite a lot of money for her, and they are completely wiping that out. They didn't ask for it, they didn't do anything, but as she's progressed through the boot camp, as she's changing her limiting beliefs, as she's changing her ideologies and relationship to money. Hi, Goyle. As she's changing her ideology and relationship to money, she's actually now bringing manifestation in. So which is bringing money in through manifestations. So this is completely obscure, completely out of the blue. This letter that her husband got was completely out of the blue. They weren't expecting it. And that means another £100 a month is being freed up from that debt to be able to pay towards something else, either pay off another credit card picker, or maybe goes towards savings or investment, or whatever she wants to do. But that's amazing, because that was something that it showed her that as she changed her internal world, her external world is playing up. The universe is rewarding her by giving her these options. One of the first things that people start doing is, when they come to work with me, is they firstly become happier with me. That's the first manifestation, because for me, happiness is abundance. Okay, you have to have happiness. If you don't have happy, you're not abundant. Simple as that. Okay, no amount of money in the world is going to make you happy. So the first thing that happens is you become emotionally stable. And I do say emotionally stable because a lot of people are emotionally unstable. So when you become emotionally stable and you start realizing your beliefs and systems and how things are, and what's been going on all these years, you become stable. You become happier with yourself, with your life, with your situation as it is. And as you do, things start falling into place. Like, everything's up in the air. Sometimes things do go up in the air, and I do enough. There's emotional headache. There's people are. Hi, Okojokos. It's nice. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't know the names, but it's nice to have you on Instagram. But thank you. So sometimes, when you first start with this emotional work, I always say it's like having a detox. So when you have a detox, your physical detox, when you're having smoothie or some other detox, what ends up happening is your body throws a lot. You feel nauseous, you have headaches, and these are normal symptoms of a detox. Same way energetically, when you start clearing yourself, when you start doing this, you have this emotional detox, which is basically your energy, your energetically you're being pulled apart, and then you put back together. Okay, and as you're put back together, things start falling into place. So the first thing that happens is, you become calmer, and as you do, you begin to realize that the setback or whatever issue you had would actually, the universe showing you physically in the 3D world what limiting beliefs or what ideology or negative system that you still have around that particular issue. Now, it could be entities. I'm not going to talk about entities and stuff like that, but it can be entities. It could not be, sometimes it doesn't have to be limiting beliefs. It could be actually entities and other things. We'll talk about that another time, actually, another conversation for another time. but it can show you exactly what's still in there. So if you're going to manifest a particular amount of money, if you're manifesting a particular goal, but you're going the opposite result, know that that's a physical manifestation of your limiting beliefs, of your negative energies within. The universe is just reflecting to you what you already have internally. So the best thing is to do introspection, work out what exactly is it that I believe, what exactly is it that I'm doing, what's going on here at the moment. That's the first step. Second step, reverse it. So clear that energy, work out how you're going to clear it. There's the different methodologies. You can do energy clearings that I do in my like one of the energy clearings I'm doing is in the Magnanimous Money Mindset group, and we're going to be doing part 3 actually, to having manifesting cash in your wallet in bank, part 3. Things like that. When you've cleared your energy, then what you can do is actually go and manifest properly whatever it is that you want to do. Because remember now, as quickly as it is for you to be able to, hi, and I just travel. Oh, hi, Rasila. That's nice to have you, my lovely, on Instagram. Thank you. Nice to join me on Instagram. So, where was that? Okay, so you basically once you recognize a setback is because of once you've identified the set of beliefs or the reason why you're getting the setback. Once you've addressed that issue, so basically you've addressed the core issue. When people try to look at the manifestations, these are just symptoms. Let me repeat that. Whatever you see outside in terms of your manifestations, be it lack of money or when you get billed or something goes wrong or your car breaks down, that is just symptomology. That's symptoms of the issue, which is internal. So it's like me saying, oh, I've got no runny nose and my eyes are itchy and my throat's hurting. Those are symptoms of me having a cold or a flu, right? It's not that they're not I don't have to treat that. I have to treat the root cause, which would be the flu or the cold or however I wish to treat it. Same way here, the setback is just a manifestation of your internal world. And therefore, addressing the setback is not going to do anything. If nothing else, you can get rid of one bill, another bill will show up. You get rid of one guy, another guy turns up. You get rid of one kind of a relationship with a female, with one kind of wife, and another a lady comes in who's just as bad. This is not what you need to do. What you need to address is, okay, why am I attracting these kind of people? What am I doing? Do introspection. And then once you've cleared yourself, you can then carry on manifesting. Because obviously, if you're manifesting and you're getting the results, that's the first thing to congratulate you. You are on your way. You know how to manifest, right? That means you are manifesting. You just have to manifest the right thing. And in order for you to do that, you can use these setbacks as a springboard. Go on the opposite. Okay, fine. So for example, I had when my relationship when that ended, I used that as a springboard to jump back up and actually build another career in another field, completely different from my legal, because I'm a lawyer originally. I built a career, and a very very solid career in a complete different area, complete different world, in a complete different environment, which is an online environment. I was before obviously working in a law firm. So you can't do that. You can use it because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So keep that in mind as well. So if you're manifesting something in your relationships, you are manifesting the same thing in your money. You'll be manifesting the similar things in your health. This is very, very true. So look within you. Do some introspection and work out, why are you manifesting the setback? It's you manifesting, and not because the world is against you, or the universe is against you, or because somebody's out there to get you. There's nothing of the sort. Okay? People are not against you. Things are not against you. You are just attracting that kind of environment, and therefore the best thing is do introspection and then address the root cause. Once you do, I'm here to tell you, once you do, then you're on your way. Then you actually manifest very quickly the things you desire, the things you want. But remember, you also have to believe. So that's the first thing about setbacks. Okay, I also use setbacks and thinking, oh my God, that means I can manifest, because a lot of people lack in belief. So let me repeat that. A lot of people are great manifestors, but they have such strong they believe the fact things can go wrong. But for them to believe that things can go right, for them to believe that they can manifest the things they want is more difficult. And this is where the difficulty comes. So for them to manifest setbacks, and for them to manifest things to go pear-shaped is easy, because they believe it. Oh yeah, things are always going to go wrong. Things always go wrong, right? But for them to believe that things can go right, for them to believe, to have faith that they're going to achieve that pot of gold, they're going to achieve that job, they're going to achieve that relationship, they're going to achieve that house, or whatever the hell they're aiming for, That's where the faith comes in. That's another training for another time about how to have faith. But for the time being, I'm just talking about setbacks, and I use setbacks as a great way to say, okay, fine. I'm not saying that you don't have your moments. When I get my setbacks, I'm still, to this day, I do get upset. And there was a recent setback when someone I really looked up to treated me very badly for no reason. I did sit down and I did actually, I get very upset about it. There's another time when, one of my, so-called business partners, she was, we had, whatever happened between us. That really upset me because I wasn't expecting it. I thought everything was hunky-dory, and then I realized it wasn't. And that really upset me. So, because she no longer wanted to work with me. And I thought, what? Right? So that was a setback. But however, when I look back, okay, that meant what? Because sometimes, the setbacks actually, and this is the last point I'm going to share with you. That's sometimes it's because you're attracting it, but sometimes it's because what you desire and what you want is not in alignment with what's good for you. Let me repeat that. Sometimes what you want and what you desire is not in alignment with your highest good. So for example, this partnership, I really wanted to go into partnership with this lady. I thought we could do really well. We could build a business and we could build a brand together and so forth. But that wasn't in my highest good. Okay, that wasn't my highest good. So I was pulled away from there. And for temporarily, I had to work out how to be on my own. I had to do business on my own rather than in partnership. And then when I did, my business has taken off, and my business has taken off exponentially. It's grown so much since May. Hi, Maya. So this happens also. So sometimes the setbacks are there to steer you in a particular direction. You're going towards, for example, you're going towards China. And your higher self knows you need to go towards Japan. So it steers you in the right direction by giving you these setbacks. Because when you get setbacks, you take a step back and you actually can look and see, okay, what's happened? What do I really want? And why am I getting this? Okay, that's the whole point of introspection. Not just why you're getting the result, but do I really want to go in this way? Do I really want to go down this route? If this, I'm getting X, Y, and Z obstacles, do I actually really want to go down this? Is it because I'm not meant to go on this route? Am I not meant to go down this path? Or is it because, there's something, I need to take a slight detour and go in a different direction? Or is it because there's some limiting beliefs or some negative energy within me that needs to be eliminated before I can go on and carry on with my journey? Is this making sense to you guys? Give me a thumbs up or a half, whatever. I'm sorry, my energy is a bit low today because I'm not well. I'm all drained. I'm not well at all, but... But I showed up because that was the whole point. We always show up. So give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up, guys. Let me know you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. So let's go back. So in recap, it's going to be a short live today, guys, because I'm not too good. Setbacks. Setbacks are, for me, I use as a springboard to actually get what I want. So if any particular time I'm manifesting a goal or I'm trying to do something and things go pear-shaped, the first thing I do is to take a step back. I always take a step back. And even if I'm setting up a funnel or whatever happens and it's not happening, things that just keep going pear-shaped, I walk away, I take a step back. And I look and say, okay, what's going on? First of all, is this in my highest good? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing what's best for me with my highest good? That's the first question I ask. The next question is, okay, what is this setback trying to show me? What am I missing? How am I missing this? And what's going on? Okay. Hi, Fiona, my lovely. So am I on the right, what energy do I need to change? How do I need to eliminate, what limited beliefs do I have which are manifesting this setback? And the next thing after that is, once I've addressed that question, okay, fine. If I'm meant to be on this path and I can identify by doing introspection what limiting beliefs it is that I'm attracting this particular incident. Hey, honey. Hi, Fiona. Then the next thing for me to do is actually clear that limiting belief or the ideology or the entity, whatever it may be, and clear my energy of it. Because remember, if I can manifest the setback so quickly, I can manifest, and I have the same power to manifest something the opposite, the kind of thing that I do want. Yeah. But for that to happen, as I mentioned before, you need to have faith. You need to have the belief that you can manifest. And that's what setbacks give you. Because when you look at setbacks, you're like, well, you know what, the best thing about this is it gives me the confirmation that I'm a very good manifester, right? It shows you 3D exactly, clearly that you're a very good manifester. That's the first thing it shows you, right? So you are a great manifester. So if you have that belief, then you can go, and once you've cleared your energy, then you can use the same belief and say, okay, well, if I can manifest X, Y, and Z, it means I can manifest the opposite, as well. I can manifest, Z, A, Y, whatever. So I can manifest the opposite of what I have got, I've been receiving at the moment. And that's a belief that is very difficult to attain. But if you look at things the way I've just told you, very logically, then you have that belief. Even though you may not have a reference point for manifesting things you want, you can get a reference point of manifesting things you don't want, because either way you're manifesting, but you're manifesting things you don't want because of negative energy, because of your other things that are going on. That means you're still manifesting. Use it as a reference point. Okay, if I can manifest this, I can manifest the opposite, and do it. And once you've cleared it, because when you have a setback, it very clearly tells you what your limiting beliefs are. You'll understand when you look internally and say, okay, what's going on with me? You work it out. You can remove that and very quickly change your energy and get the opposite. Is it making sense, people? I hope it is. I hope it is. Okay. So any questions before I wrap this up? That's the wrap for today. It's going to be a short live today, actually, because I'm not too well, but I hope you guys got value from it. I hope you understood it. If you got value from it, if you thought it was worth it, if you thought you got some great content today, please do share this. Again, I'm not selling anything, I'm not giving anything, I'm giving pure content. So please do share this on your timelines or the end, put down hashtag shared so that I know you've shared it, and I really appreciate it. So if there are no more questions, I'm going to do a wrap this up, and I will catch you guys next week for another time, for another training another time. For those of you who are members of the Magnanimous Money Mindset group, I'll be doing the live clearing there at 9 o'clock. So in about 25 minutes, I'm going to pop into the group and do a live clearing there. So for those of you who are not members, please come and join us, and we'll do a live clearing there. You're welcome, Fiona. You're more than welcome, sweetheart. And I'll catch you, for those of you who are in the group, I'll catch you there in about 25 minutes. For now, bye.